Hello, King POSH here. Today we're looking at the 2012 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon, my all-wheel drive drift build. Now, I didn't share this tune because we are going to do an experiment. So it's going to be a fun experiment. So I have the stock engine in this one, but I just left it completely stock so we can have a nice look at everything before we start tuning. So it's got a 3.8 liter V6. It's probably, I don't know how good that engine was. I almost bought one of these cars, but my first car was a Scion XB. Totally crazy, but the Scion XB was also a lot cheaper because the car I was looking at, and my dad wanted me to get this, but it was like $30,000 for it, and I just couldn't afford it at the time. So I went a cheaper route. Now, do I regret that decision? Yes, I do. Because when I moved to Arizona, a Jeep would have been nice to have. I could have gone to more places than my lowered toaster. So this is pretty inside. You can turn it on and listen to it. Sounds pretty good for being a Jeep. Oh wait, I wanted to take it out for a spin stock. So let's get back into it. Normal. Look at that, the tires don't even move. Let's have a nice little spin with this thing and see what it's like. Handles pretty good. Pretty fast. Definitely faster than the older ones, by far. In real life, 100 miles an hour would probably be the top speed. But there's no limiters in Horizon. That's a drift zone, but we're not gonna. Alright, we'll drift. Not bad. Not bad for drifting.
You have arrived at your destination.
It handles pretty darn well on the road, I can tell you that much. Wow, it's off-road. You know what I mean. Internet's gonna go crazy. We are going straight. And I mean straight. Gotta drop it a gear. Drop it down 2 gears. It's a pretty, pretty game. Lots to do, lots of places to go. If you haven't played this game, I highly recommend getting it. There's lots to do, lots to have fun with, lots of races, lots of things just to keep you busy. And yeah, the races can get intense, and I mean, it's an enjoyable game. I've been playing it since day one, and I absolutely still love playing it. There's always new races to do, and people to see, and new friends to be made. Well, it's a pretty sweet car and pretty sweet game. So let me show you what I did to the first gen. I actually used the original engine and I fully upgraded it. So let's see what kind of power is in the first on this stock one here. So stock, you got 285 horsepower with 260 pounds-foot of torque. It weighs 4,100 pounds, but it's got a front weight of 50% to the front and 50 to the back. So this is like BMW territory. When they're the ultimate drive machines because they're 50 and 50. perfect for, and this is just perfect for off-road, you know, as BMW is good for on-road. So let's show you guys what I've done to this thing. So here's the difference. This is what I could get out of the original engine. So 639 horsepower with 515 foot-pounds of torque. I made it a whole lot lighter at 3,200 pounds. Now it is 51%, so there's 51% of the weight is on the front tires. But it's got a 4.0 liter now, so it's bored out. All right. We'll just have a quick overview of everything. So even though it's got the stock engine, it's got a turbo in there. And because it has a turbo, you can't look in the engine now, just because you put a turbo in there. It's lowered. It's got the stock tires. I put TC105Ns on there. You can open up the, the back here and see that you can hardly put anything in there. But hey, at least you got a nice subwoofer right there. So you can bebop all day long, and you got, looks like a little net there for, your precious stuff. Like a 6-pack that you don't want to, get smashed when you're going off-road to your house. That's in the middle of the woods. Right. Let's get this thing a sound and listen to what 600 and close to 40 horsepower sounds like. And also the bumper. I made it more aggressive. So it sounds a lot softer than the original. Just going to say that. And I did it again. We're going to take it out. Keep doing that. I don't know why. Did I not have enough coffee tonight? I drank 2 cups. Alright, so this is with the stock motor. You really got to push it to get it sideways. It's something else. It really wants a grip. It's a hard press 30. When I did this at first, I had to fly through that corner. It was definitely meant for off-road than drifting. I mean, nobody in the right mind actually looks at Jeep and said, "Man, I wonder what that thing's like sideways." Well, in real life, it would be rolled over in a ditch somewhere. These things were not great for sideways action on any road surface. They were prone to tip. So, yeah. Let's, now what I really wanted to do with this thing was to fully upgrade it. Like, try the other engines and just fully upgrade it. So we're at 639. So we're going to go with the 6.2. We're going to put twin turbo on there. I'm not going to touch the tune. I'm just going to upgrade it. Alright, the only thing I need to touch on the tune itself is the springs. That's the only thing that changes in my tune setups. When you add or take away weight out of your vehicle, your springs constantly change. That's the only thing that changes in your whole car, if it's by power. So there's 53,000. By that, it's still an A class, which is pretty sweet. Alright, we'll go and change the springs. I'll briskly go through the tune. I've shown you guys what I did. I had to make this thing as hard as possible, the tires at least, just to get this thing sideways. And it still struggled. Yeah, we have a semi-straight build on it. 2923, just like my rear-wheel drives. So here's what gets changed. So we're going to take this down. I had it at 755. Alright, that number is not even. Let me see what happens here. Okay, so it's going to be a 2. Okay, let me bring this one to a 2. There it is. See? That's how you get those numbers that I always show you guys. Yeah, we'll keep it at 755. Alright, so we got 755 there. Okay, and they're going to be even numbers. That's kind of what I want. At least the points, the .2s and whatnot. If you catch my drift. Aha, I made a funny. 11.8, 11.8 as low as I could go. Dampening 5s all the way down. I made this thing pretty simple. 60, 120, so it's a little different. And my differential is completely different. So I even did that. I want to do something different. I always try to mess with my tunes and put something else up there to show you guys that this works too. Alright, let's see what this thing's like. Alright, it's got 1,016 horsepower.
At your destination.
37. Now, if I go back here, this is all just fun and tuning and everything. If I actually go to here and do what I usually like, 96, 46, 97, 97. There we go. Let's look at it's 0.2 seconds slower doing it this way. It's the power of the differential. It really is. If you don't have the right differential set up, you're not going to have the right drift set up. It really wants a grip. It really does.
You have arrived at your destination.
I think we hit the exact same number. So, I mean, you guys can play with it. It really... It's really up to you. Come on. We got a good line here. Leave it in second.
You have arrived at
Look
your
at that.
destination.
48,000. My highest is a 52. So, is it the differential? I mean, you only got a 31 the first time. Let's upgrade it even further. Alright, we got 1,016 horsepower on that one. Let's go to a racing 7.2 liter. Alright, put a twin turbo on there. Alright, we're going up to S1. I don't know if I can get it to go down to an A class. I do like my things A class, I really do. That's 700 pounds heavier. 50 pounds. At this. No. I want to do this for you guys. I like to keep my S classes going here. I like them to be perfect, like that. A800. Okay? So now we weigh 3,700 pounds, but we also have a 1,400 horsepower engine. So I think we'll be okay. Keep it in the A class. Let's not go outside. Alright, now that springs is what gets changed. See that? Got changed a little bit. It was at 755, now it's at 8, so we're going to bring that down. Alright, it got changed by 100 pounds. It's things you got to pay attention to when you're tuning cars. Okay, we're going to bring this down to 36 again. There we go. 0 to 60, I lost a 0.2 second on that one, so it's quicker. And I should be, because it's got 1,400 horsepower. So you put a basic tune on there, you try different engines, and you see which one works the best for you. Look at this.
You have arrived.
There's a 50. This engine's better. On the very first time, power to weight ratio. The more you know. I don't know what the jingle is to that. Don't ask me. And I hit the thing. Boom! Sparks flying. Is that its way of saying, hey, here's some fireworks for you. Because that tune is awesome. Well, hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this this video and learned something, you know. Always try all the engines. You know, put a basic tune on the car and just try all the engines and find out which one works best for you. Alright, all you have to do is go back to your springs and fix them. Alright, every single time. Find the right tune for you and go sideways and enjoy the game. Alright guys, well hey, thank you everyone that has been watching, liking, and commenting. Huge shout outs to all my friends back home in the East. I miss y'all. Hope to see you guys all soon. That's about it. So, peace out guys. I'm King POSH.